And we are back with Let's Play some more Stick Ranger. Okay, a couple things I want to note that I did off screen real quick. I grinded up to level 9, and I got a whole lot of stones. And here's the black stone I kept on talking about last episode. Did I get one last time? I don't remember. Yeah, so we're starting through Grassland 1 again. I'm just going to skip some of these because, well, you already saw me fight these guys enough times. And there's one guy I really need to... Oh, come on, I just skipped them. Oh, there are two more right there. These red ones, I hate these things. This is what they are, they're the exact same as the green jumpers, hoppers, except they shoot 3 shots instead of 1. This really does a lot of damage. I do not like them at all. Now, I'm gonna fight this group right here, just to show you how annoying they are. One thing though, they do give you the fire sword, which is a new weapon for the gladiator. And remember that thing I said, the MP meter with the stone whip, for the whipper? Well, now the gladiator has one as well. But instead of throwing stones, he throws fire, which is pretty cool. Oh, and here's the boss. Now, I have a strategy for this one. I'm not sure how many people do this, but this is personally what I've always used. Turn every single character in your party on the off auto mode. So now they'll just stand still instead of moving automatically towards the enemy. No matter what they're doing, they're just going to stand still. And now, every now and then, a green, one of these giant green jumpers will hop their way over here so we can take them out one at a time as opposed to being all risky and having to kill like 90 of them at once jumping all over you. It takes a long time, but it's very safe. It's a safer way to do it, and, well, I'm happy with that. However, being an LP, I really don't want to leave tedious things like this in the process, so I'm going to get a little cocky during this run, and every now and then bring my party out here a little bit. Yeah, so this is the second boss, the Grassland 1 boss. Well, it's not really a boss, it's more of a series of bosses. Remember with the last boss, it was just one giant guy? Well, this time it's many slightly bigger guys compared to these things. They're basically a big version of these things, and they have all these attributes of being like a larger version of something else in RPG. They have more hit points, and they do a bit more damage. And as I'm about to demonstrate here, you see the small one did 3, the big one did 10. That's kind of a lot more damage. Well, it's not really much, but yeah, I still don't like taking damage like that, especially this early on in the game. So, you know what, when enough guys get killed, I like to bring my party up a little bit, so I can make it go a little bit fast, and this is gonna hurt a lot. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. You know what, there's enough of them dead. I'm just gonna turn them all the autos on again, and get this over with. I usually don't beat him this fast. I usually don't beat this boss room this fast. I usually like to wait it out and take my time on this. But you know what? If we can kill it quickly, I might as well do that. I'd rather do that. So I sell some more stuff, and next, what I want to show you is probably one of my favorite areas for grinding early on in the game. Hill Country 1. Now, a grinding thing I do here, the way I grind is I turn all my characters with melee weapons off and leave the ones with the long range weapons on, and then I just let them go at these guys. All the guys here, especially the huge ones, all give out a lot of experience points if you happen to kill them, which can be very helpful. However, this does take a while, though. So, despite it is a good way to get experience, it takes forever to do so. So, I really don't like doing this. I really don't like doing it this way. I mean, on camera, that is. I mean, off screen, I'm fine doing it, but once again, being in the spirit of an LP, I don't want to do something that's tedious in the process of it. So, you know, I'm just going to kill off this horde right here, and this horde of enemies right here, and then I'm going to go on to the next level. Grassland 2 is the next level. You know, my computer, I'm not sure how many computers can do this, but my computer, I'm kind of lucky to have a computer like this because I can go off screen of this tab that I have Stick Ranger in, and it'll still play. For example, I'm just going to click on this tab over here, Yep, look at that, Minecraft. And then come back, but they're still resuming. On some computers, I'm not sure how many computers, but on some computers, instead of resuming, it'll just stop, and when you go back to this window or this tab, it'll play up again. So I'm lucky enough to have a computer which can make it so if I go off screen, it'll still play. I really like this with my computer. I can really get some grinding out of this trick. If your computer can do that, well, good for you. If it can't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so I think I spent enough time here. You see how long this takes? I mean, just to kill that big guy took forever. And now on to Grassland 2. I hate this level. The reason why I hate this level is these guys right here. These flying bat enemies. I believe these are the first bats in the game we found. However, there are a lot of them, because this game loves bats for some reason. Has a bat fetish, I guess. These things are super common. However, in this level, it's super hard to get around them, or to attack them with melee characters. I mean, even the boss is a bat for the series of bats, and well, this ain't the first time you're going to be seeing bats. Ain't the last time you're going to be seeing bats. Excuse me there. So this is kind of a kind of a tutorial on what kind of a jerk moves this game can pull on you. Because I joke you not, if you come in here with 4 melee characters, like 4 boxers, this level is impossible. I'm convinced it's impossible if you come here with 4 melee characters, and the reason why is because, well, melee characters can only attack ground enemies unless they're lucky enough that the enemy will do this and just go along the ground. Even then, most flying enemies have an IQ of above 2, so they go up pretty quickly if they get into trouble. However, that's an issue because the boss is flying, and as I said before, you need to kill the boss to move on. But if the boss keeps flying upwards, you can't kill him. Even with melee characters, you can't kill the boss. This is why I always recommend you always have at least one long-range characters, because the boss is like that. Because these simple areas right here, I can skip past all of them, but the boss you absolutely have to defeat to move on. Oh, fire. I love this spell. I really love this weapon. There's one even better we'll get later on, which is basically an upgrade version of this one. Yeah, so, let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh, new X-Walkers. X-Walkers, Crab Walkers, Crab Cans, whatever you want to call them. Well, this is another version of them. As I said, they are pretty common early on in the game, but I don't think you'll really see them that much later on. However, these ones, they're exactly like the ones from Opening Street, except they do a bit more damage, and they have a huge range. They can shoot a lot farther than the ones in Opening Street. So yeah, I'm just going to skip to the boss here to show you. Oh wait, here's another example of an enemy that's slightly stronger than the originals. I believe this one will shoot 3 shots instead of 1 like these guys do. I'm going to see if I can get this down. Come on, attack me. See, 3 shot right there. I'm just going to skip all this and go to the boss because, well, this is the boss. I hate this guy a lot. This guy has ended so many of my runs just because I have the constant impulse to want to try using melee characters, 4 melee characters at a time. I'm going to switch to explosion because this is a much better weapon for this boss than the fire. I'll probably switch to fire for the next one. Ugh, so not again. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, look, these guys can't do anything. The gladiator in the the gladiator and the whipper can't do anything in this fight. They might as well not exist. I'm just gonna put them over here. So go over there. See how slow this is? He can attack you easily, but you have a struggle hitting him. And no, he's the one who magician. If this guy is high enough, the magician is the only one who can attack him. So oh no, no. So I'm just gonna finish this guy off as fast as I possibly can because I hate this boss. This is probably I hate this boss. Okay, I just hate him. And yes. These flying bosses can really be a pain. Yeah, see, there we go. See how many times it killed me? And the only reason is because it's a flying enemy, and I can't attack them with all 4 of my party members. So I'm going to switch this out here. Going to put fire to my magician, because, well, fire is much better for ground enemies, which is what most of the next areas will be consistent of. Ground enemies. Oh no, I forgot about the dragons. Yeah, ground enemies, fire type spells like this one, the one. See, notice the attack he does. He shoots a fire and then it stays on the ground for a while, and this does additional damage. The fire on the ground does additional damage. That is very good against ground enemies like walkers and, as we'll see later on, trees. But for flying enemies, they can't do anything. Like, they can attack them, but it does, like, no damage at all. It's so weak. Ugh. Well, now, while we're here, I might as well talk about the next enemy we're fighting. The dragons, these things. They're just a head on a rope, which is pretty awesome. And, oh, long staff. I want to digress for a second to talk about these sets of weapons. Longstaff is what you'll be seeing me use for quite a while. Why? Well, because for some odd reason, whenever it comes to the magician, I always have a fetish for using the weapon at the longest range, so they can, because well, they really can't do much damage. So I might as well have them do the damage from far away, so you don't take much damage either. This is helpful when you have a long-range weapon. There are only 2 other weapons you'll probably ever see me use with the priest, and that is the long wood staff and the long iron staff. I believe that's what they're called. And well, yeah, that's that. For some odd reason, I always love using a long-ranged weapon with the priest. And now back to what I was originally talking about, the dragons. These are dragons. And they are probably my favorite enemy in the entire game. My favorite kind of enemy, that is. The reason why is because they are... I don't know why. They're just so fun to fight. They're really fun to fight, and I have no idea why. Like, every single dragon I come across, I'm like, yes! I'm fighting a dragon! This is gonna be so fun. I don't know. I'm guessing I just like dragons for some reason. However, a lot of people say this looks like a dragon, but to me it doesn't really look like much of a dragon as much as it looks like just a head on a rope. And, well, a lot of my friends do say it does look like kind of like a dragon. So, I don't know. And I'm assuming it's an opinion thing. And my guys are dying like crazy. This is not a good scenario. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end it right here. Well, first off, I want to equip this ruby. There are different like jewels like this in the game. They'll increase different stats of your party. This ruby will increase fire damage. Let's see, which one am I going to be using longer? No, I'm going to keep this, because there's a weapon I'll be getting longer, which I'll probably be using for most of the game. And it's a fire-based one. It's for the magician. So you know what? I'm going to end it right here, and my Camp Studio window just popped up again. So I'm going to end it right here, and I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Stick Ranger. Goodbye.